I was at the gym this morning and I overheard that it was results day. So in the UK, I got a lot of American audience as well. But in the UK, there is A-level results day, where you get your grades and you go off to university and you think you're the big shot. You think you're so intelligent, you think you're getting everything for free, handouts. Here's the truth. At university, I'll always ask every university student I encounter, because I went 3 times and I dropped out 3 times because I realised that it wasn't what I wanted to do. Yet you're funneled into this system. So I asked the university students, what have you actually learned? What about work ethic? Have you got stuck into stuff? They haven't really learned anything. They've been sat in a classroom, as they have done their entire life, just being taught information. What? That is all you've been taught? It's like, that is not good. So in today's video, I'm giving you a very important concept that I wish I knew at young age. Well, I did actually know. I'll get into it, guys. But this concept, I want you guys to fully understand, particularly if you're young. A lot of my audience are mainly 25 to 35. If you haven't subscribed, by the way, subscribe to the channel. A lot of you guys who are watching my videos aren't actually subscribed. I have a more mature audience, but this is, I guess, guided towards the younger guys out there. Yet, you may find this interesting, if 25, And the concept is you don't have to follow the traditional path. When I was younger, I got told through every assembly, every time that teachers wanted to host an assembly and talk about your future, it was always funneled to university. There'd be maybe one workshop or one assembly per year. I'm just going to speak to the UK audience, because Americans, assembly is you're just in a hall being taught. It's a collection of people, okay? But I always remember 99% of the assemblies about your future careers advice was guided towards going to university. And I didn't want to go to university, and I sure as shit guarantee you a lot of guys in that room didn't want to go to university either. Much better off with your hands doing something. But it speaks to a deeper point. It speaks to the point of, you're always told, go down this path, the traditional path. This is a happy life. It's an average, 9 to 5 is a good life. It's average, it's fine, yeah. You're always told that sort of thing. Yeah, now looking back, who was telling me that? People that I don't actually respect. Teachers or individuals that are no better than me, know no more than me, don't have any much information better than me. Yet we're told and we're guided down this path. You're never told that you have options. It's always to university, and this was the point. I never really wanted to, but I had, my family were telling me not to go either. Get a trade, go work with your hands, do something physical. You'll always need trades. That was the advice that I received from my family. But I always, you look at teachers and the education system, it's a whole institution, and you kind of trust an institution, or so you'd think. You'd trust the system would be giving you the correct information. Biggest regret of my life, going to those shitty university places. And here's the thing, the system wants you to be a good little boy. So many guys, young men grown up, are told they have ADHD, things like this, because they have a lot of energy. Of course men have a lot of energy. Men aren't meant to just sit in a classroom all day looking at books and studying. Yeah, there's a part of that, you can do it if you want, but not every child is the same, not every man is the same. And because men have this energy, young men grown up have this excitement, this energy, they want to do stuff, it's testosterone. They're going through puberty, it's testosterone. And you want to label these people as ADHD just because they have more energy than you. Just because the teachers or the people labeling men with ADHD, they've lost all their energy. They've lost their lust for life. Their testosterone levels are low. So if any man out there, young man, comes out and is like, I want to do stuff, I don't want to sit in a classroom, I don't want to be taught by people who know no better than me. You've got that surge of testosterone going through as you're growing up. Yeah, those guys have a lot of energy. They have energy that's meant to be used, not just sat there like a good little boy. And the system wants you to be a good little boy. It wants to make you a child. The system wants you to always look to everyone else. Oh, teacher, oh, he's better than me. It's a demoralization campaign. The education system is a demoralization campaign to make you into a worker, to make you into someone that sits in an office. And the same people living unhappy lives, because I believe that most people are depressed. I'm not. I'm very happy. But I believe most people are very depressed because they don't follow their own calling, their own inner desire of what they want. And the depression hit me as I was growing up, because I was at university. What did you learn at university? Not a whole lot. You get drunk, you build these habits, bad habits. You're basically an alcoholic by the time you leave university. You've got all this stuff built into you. And when I was working, doing some agency work, I was in the van. I was delivering parcels. I was in the van with an entrepreneur called Declan. If he's watching this video, he's a great guy. I only met him for that one shift, but he really inspired me. He reinvigorated me. He said he had a son that went to university, and he told his son to leave. And he told his son to leave because he himself went through the whole system, got to about 40, 50 years old. COVID took everything away from him. COVID took everything that he was being brought up to trust, and he spent so much time in the corporate environment, in the office 9-to-5 traditional path, and he realised the COVID just took everything away. So what was he doing it for? And then he started his own startup company, and I wish him very well. But the system wants you to be this good little boy who, you have a lot of energy, you're labelled, you're brought back down by the crabs in the bucket. I think it's terrible, labelling people with a lot, just because they have more energy than you have to label them as ADHD and make them feel worse. What a disgusting thing to do. Just because they have a drive and desire to want to achieve something in their life and you haven't achieved it, and now you're just in the education system masturbating over intellectual ideas. Shame on you for doing that. So here's the advice that I'm going to give to the young guys watching this video. Here's the advice that, through trials and tribulations in my own life, living in the real world, the school of hard knocks, here's what I'm going to give to you. It's called the Direct Goal Achiever Method. I've created this out of my own mind, and I've used it in my own life. So I was stuck working a shit job that I hated. You know, if you're not doing something you love, you hate it. It's just how it is. And if you hate life, if you hate what you do, you're going to hate life. You're just very low, very negative, because you're not doing what you want to do, and the system funnels you to be that way. So my solution is the Direct Goal Achiever Method. What you need to do is set a clear intention. What do you want from life? That's the first thing you have to identify. And then I want you to write down your dream life. I want you to write it as if you are living it. So you're going to have to sit down, relax, cut out any distractions, and sit there for an hour and really rack your brain. Start just pretending to think, and you will think. Just trust me on this. Pretend to think and you will start thinking. What lifestyle do you actually want? And then you write it down in the present tense. Write it as if you are living it. And in this day-to-day life, when you write it down, it only has to be about 4 to 5 lines, paragraph. Write down how it looks. You wake up. Maybe you have a beautiful girlfriend next to you, you have sex with her, you go out in your Porsche, you drive around in Marbella, you're at a cafe helping inspire men, maybe that's what you want to do, you're building a business, building a personal brand. You write it as if you are living it, and you write it in extreme detail, but you don't have to make it paragraphs long. It's not an exercise where you have to do everything perfect, and it doesn't have to be perfect, by the way. Okay, now I want you to read it over and over and imagine how you feel. It's got to be a positive emotion. If you're imagining feeling shit in this life, that's not logical. So you have to assign a positive emotion to it. That's not enough. There is one thing that everyone misses out. They think that's enough. No, you have to go through your life now with that goal in your mind, feeling that emotion from that future moment now. You have to feel how you want to feel, or how you are going to feel now. That's what you have to do. Gratitude. So something I did when I wrote my own visualization. I know I've kind of gone off on one there, but I was working a shit job. I wrote it down exactly. I followed this method. 1 month later, I was doing whatever I wanted to do. I was in Australia, I was in Bali, I was in Thailand. I've used this technique over and over. You can see the evidence on my channel as well. It doesn't take long, guys. It doesn't take long. So you just follow the method. And I've given it to you for free. So if you don't trust me, or if you don't believe me, and I'm saying you should believe me and you should trust me because it's worked for me in my own life. But if you don't believe me and you don't trust me, then apply it in your own life. Like, there is nothing to lose. Do it in your own life. I've given you the free method, and see what happens. And come back to this channel and comment on this channel. You were actually right. Jay was right. Jay and Harris were right all along. Follow the method. If you think of the traditional 9-to-5 system lifestyle, if you're thinking of that and you have a gut feeling, a dread, desire, look, if that's what you want to do, do it. But I know a lot of you guys don't want to do it. So if you're feeling that gut and that dread, is that really all life is? Follow my method instead. Do it for 3 months. Just do it and see how your life improves. See it, because everyone has this potential inside of them to do it themselves. I've done it. If I can do it, 3 times university dropout from humble backgrounds, anyone can do it. You can do it. And you can do it for free. And I've just told you the method to do it. Go out there, attack life, and get your goals in line. Follow the method, and come back to this channel and this video, this exact video, and comment if this worked for you. This will work, because it has worked. I'm trying to get you guys to do it. What more do I have to do to get you to break free from this? I'll see you in the next video.